Friends, this recording is for analysis which I have made on Bank Nifty for Monday, the 27th. Um, Bank Nifty Index Futures. This is the chart which I have analyzed on 15 minutes time frame. Few analysis where we could have made some good amount of money, which I'm going to share, so that this can be a lessons learned and also can be used for future trading. So if you see currently from 16th of Feb, you see the market is on a downtrend, and here when it is in the downtrend, we can make this trend line analysis. And if you see here, we got two places where it has hit, and then it has market has come down. Similarly, if you see, this was acting like a good resistance even at this place. So if you see, it is the market is trying to go up, but at the same trend line it is showing a good rejection. So even though we trade on a daily chart, but then we can also see the few previous days chart also what is happening, because market is not going to give you some new candle analysis. It is a continuation of past days. This is as per our understanding. Now if you see, these candles is trying to go up, but at the same time, since there is a good rejection at the trend line place, we see a good red candle, and then post that we can take a trade and we can get a good 1:2 ratio or 1:3, whatever you guys are comfortable with. You can take a trade with a stop loss at the trend line. Now next thing is, if you see here at this place, let me move this for good clarity. If you see here, there is a beautiful the market tried to break the trend line, but then it failed. It did not kind of go up. But if you analyze, if we could have analyzed on this day, end of let's say 21st February. So basically at the end of the day, when the market closes, it is better that we analyze so that we can plan our trade for the next day. That is the best way to trade, rather than just starting off at 9:15 and then blindly starting to trade. So we should have some kind of a plan. If we analyze the chart and then plan, then it will be really helpful, and it will give us good analysis and probably better profits in the future. Now if you see here, there's a beautiful head and shoulder format. If you see here, this is the shoulder, head, and then shoulder, and then this is a very good support line. Now after here, you see there was a nice breakout at this place. Now generally, as per the analysis, they say, right, if I'm going to sell here, if I see that the neck is broken, at what place I should come out? So ideally speaking, generally what they do is they check this height of this particular head till neck, where the broke, where it is taking a good support, and just take and keep it at around the same place, and you see that you are getting profit here. Right, you can take your profit. Now similarly, we have done some analysis here. Now you see, this was one trend line, it tried to break, but then it could not. Then it is going down again, one more trend line. See, it is all the same thing which is happening again and again in the market. So if you know few techniques, you can continue to do the same and look for those opportunities, right? Now let me move here for better clarity. Now if you see here, this is a trend line. Two places it got rejected. You can just draw a trend line. And if you see here, it market tried to break, but then if you see, there is also a support, right? So you should basically you see that there is a support here, right? Here, and here also there is a rejection, right? So now at this place, this is a golden place basically for trade, where I made a profit here in this trade, because there was a good support here, and this is acting as a resistance. Market came down again at this place. You see, first of all, there is a trend line also, and at the same place there is a resistance, and exactly at the same place there is a rejection, right? So as soon as this candle was taken over by this candle, started going down, I just took a trade and then waited and took some good amount of profits in this trade. Now next thing is, I am seeing that there is a head and shoulder format which is called inverted head and shoulder format. You see here, same thing like how we did analysis here, head and shoulder. Now here if you see, this is an inverted head and shoulder. So next day, see, if you see here, this is the 23rd Feb, this is the 24th Feb, right? So I was aiming that if the market breaks this, let me expand my screen and let me remove this. Now if you see here, this is shoulder, this is the head, this is another shoulder. Now I was thinking that if this market breaks the next day, I can make good profits, as the market will. Let me delete this. Market, see this was the height of this particular head, right, from this resistance. Now same thing I will expect the market to go up. Now if you see, unfortunately I did not get an opportunity to make the money here, because the market did a gap up, and it gave a excellent gap up of 403, which I could not capture and capitalize on this profit. So this was an opportunity lost because of gap up. Now next thing what we can do here. Now generally if you see, the market is trending downwards, right? Now whenever the market is trending down, and then if there is a gap up, there is a high probability that the market will come down. So as soon as I saw this gap up, I saw this candle which took over this green candle, I took a short here, and then I know that there is a resistance at this place, sorry, support at this place, right, around this area. So I waited, and then from here to here I was able to make the profit. But then this made me wait for a long time, and then I lost patience, and then I took my profit somewhere here itself, rather than waiting till here, even though I knew that the support line is going to be here. So if I was patient enough, probably I could have made more profits. But then I did not have the patience. That is a learning for me. Okay. Now what we can trade, or what we can expect for upcoming Monday. Now if you analyze, this is all on 15 minute, you can do on 5 minute or 1 hour or whatever, right? So but the concepts remains the same. Now if you see here, this is a falling wedge, right? This is a, if you call it, this is a trend line, you can call more or less it's a trend line, and this is a falling wedge. Now if you see, the market came down and it is trying to go up, and then there is a fantastic breakdown, right, from this trend. Now this is a very good example of falling wedge. which is used, or probably the trend which we have seen multiple times, and you might have studied in various books as well, right? Now, since it has broken and it is at the support line, you see this is the support line already, right? Let me expand a bit for better visualization. Now you know that this is a falling wedge as we saw. Now this has broken down, but then there is a strong support, this line, right? So it has not broken this. So tomorrow my expectation, what I'm going to trade on Monday. Now this is a CPR. If people know what is CPR, there is a this is basically based on high low of the day. They calculate the CPR. That's for some other day. I would talk in detail about it. So CPR can be predicted for the next day, right, in advance based on this calculation. So this is basically will act like a resistance, and this will act like a support. So this is the range where the CPR is predicted, or it is drawn for Monday. Now, ideally, what and how we should trade? I will see that the market might go up here because it is closed here. So if it opens down and breaks this trend line, and then it consolidates, or whatever, then I would put a stop loss here and expect my trade to come down to this level or this level. You can further draw here these support lines, right? I see a good support here. Here also we can draw one support line, right? So market, if it comes here and then if it breaks here, it will go here. If it breaks here, still it can come here. So it depends on the situation on Monday. Now this is how I am going to trade on Monday. Now I will not trade in this zone. This zone is between 4200 and 4108 or 4100, right? This is a no trade zone for me. I'll not be trading here. Now let's say there is a gap up and the market opens at this place. All right. So what will I do? So what will I do? Basically, here if you see there is a good resistance here which I have drawn. So if and there is a good resi from here, the market went down. Again it came here, it went down. So if the market reaches here, I will take a position to sell from here and expect it to reach CPR. Depending on the analysis, I'm going to take the trades. So these are my thought process for trading on Monday. Thank you, friends.